It's time for Teen Mom Trash Talk with Tracey and Noelle.
This episode is brought to you by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Tropical Smoothie Cafe believes that you deserve a getaway every day, not just once a year. Get on Tropic Time with bright and refreshing smoothies, tropic bowls, wraps, and flatbreads from Tropical Smoothie Cafe. You're on Tropic Time now at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Fan favorite summer mocktail smoothies just hit the pool deck at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Summer mocktail smoothies are back and more refreshing than ever. Try the fan favorite Island Punch, Mango Berry Cosmo, or Watermelon Mojito smoothies today. One bite of the Tropic Bowls from Tropical Smoothie Cafe and you'll instantly feel like you're cabana-side. Enjoy sunshine by the spoonful with the acai bowl from Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Hello and welcome to Teen Mom Trash Talk. This is episode 342. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, and I'm joined by my co-host, comedian Noelle Winters Herzog.
Hello.
We're here to discuss the new chapter or the next chapter. There's no way to know. Season 2, episode 3.
I just hit record. You like that, right?
Okay, so I am just talking to you about other things, and you just hit record. You looked me right in the face and hit record. I get it. It's a power move.
Actually, I wasn't even doing it to be powerful.
Yeah. You were like, oh, I thought it was time. Okay. Cool, Noelle.
I have glitter on my face, by the way.
You have glitter on your face. Okay. So first of all, you have glitter on your face. You've taken the reins, apparently. And now it's just your podcast. And you know what? I'm going to be quiet.
Here's the thing, right? So it's actually not my podcast. I just pressed record because like 2 minutes before I pressed record, I was about to press record and we were ready for it.
Okay.
Then we were talking about something else, but then I'm like, I think we're ready again.
You were finished talking about what we were talking about. Yeah.
I just figured we were ready again.
You looked at it's like when a dog poops and he looks you in the eyes.
Oh, my dog always does that.
Yeah, that's what you just did to me. You pooped by pressing the record button. But you know what? Here we are, guys. And guess what? If you want more of this amazing banter, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast, where you will find all of our amazing bonus podcasts, including BS, where we just kind of
BS
fight over this. Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast, So Pumped, a Vanderpump Rules podcast, 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life, Unexpected Trash Talk, that's a big one. And my favorite podcast, Recycle with Noelle and Michael. They covered Real Housewives of New Jersey season 2, and now they're on to Mob Wives season 1. So go check it out. Let's jump into the pool. New chapter, next chapter, season 2, episode 3.
It's weird. It's like they're not showing that many girls per episode.
No, but I think a little bit happened this episode.
No, it did. I read that Ashley is only on 3 episodes this season.
I know. I saw
That's crazy.
Well, listen, it is what it is. Let's take a dip.
Okay, taking a dip? Is that
into the pool.
I thought you said let's take it. Honestly, I thought you said let's take a dick. That's what I was like, what?
That's a different podcast. Patreon.com/trash talk podcasts.
All right, let's zip.
Okay, so we start off the entire episode with Brianna and Janelle on the phone. She broke up with David and she's coming to Orlando. And Brianna's like, hey, girls, I'm going to try to get the tea from her.
So here's the thing. Brianna's only part this episode was to interview Janelle.
Yes, she was the interviewer.
That was it. She was the interviewer. Yeah.
She was Dr. Drew.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
We knew nothing about her life.
She was like, listen, you know what I'm doing. I'm getting chlamydia. Let's interview Janelle.
I'm getting chlamydia. I'm yelling at Devoyne.
Let's get real.
Roxanne's on methadone. You'll hear about that eventually.
Yada, yada, yada. Let's interview Janelle.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to actually jump into the pool with Leah.
Yeah.
I am so confused.
Thank you so much. We were talking about this in the car a little bit.
All right. So Addie wants acrylics. And Leah's like, no, you can't have them. And she's like, I'll just ask my dad for them. She's like, I know he lets you do whatever you want, but I'm the one who has to deal with it.
But she's okay. There are so many inconsistencies with Leah.
Yes.
She says that Jeremy is basically an absentee parent.
Yes.
And that Addie is always with Jeremy's mom.
Yes.
Right.
We also see the Bacon Slap Heard Around the World video.
Oh, God, that was so funny.
She was 19 when she married Jeremy, and they divorced after 3 years.
I fully forgot that she was only 19 when she married
I gotta tell you, when they showed like the video of the I was like, oh my God.
That's
also,
a child bride.
Listen, there's a lot of things that I could say about Leah. It's still a glow up.
Oh my God. Here's the thing. It's a glow up, but things are happening that should
Things are
stop.
happening sideways, but it doesn't matter. It's still so much better.
Yeah, of course. It's so, I mean, she's out of the spiders in the bathtub era.
Right.
Yeah.
So Jeremy apparently found out from Addie
right.
that Leah left Addie home for a 7-hour shift by herself.
Right.
Jeremy found this out. Addie was with her grandparents, I guess.
Mhm.
Jeremy was with his girlfriend, and he was
Right.
like, hey, let's go get drunk and then go to Leah's job and confront her about this. Leah is a waitress. Where does she work? We don't know. Just like a rando?
No, it's just like a random like bar restaurant.
Okay. So, this is like a weird setup.
Well, so okay, so this is what you and I were talking about in the car, and it's like I don't doubt that say Jeremy was drunk or that his girlfriend was obnoxious. It didn't look very threatening by the
No,
video.
they were like chatting.
He was leaning over on his elbow, talking to her.
And she was just chatting with them.
Yeah, she's like holding
And then
her back.
Right. So then the manager comes over
Yeah.
and like shoos Leah away and then talks to them.
Yeah.
I bet you anything her table needed something.
Well, so that's what I was thinking. I think she was like there for too long, and then she was like, "Hey, your table wants their check or whatever."
Right.
Yeah.
Or like your table. Yeah. Like I'll chat with them for a few minutes. You go take care of them and then come back.
Yeah. It just something seemed it. I don't know what happened. It didn't seem very threatening.
It was weird. It was definitely weird. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it did or didn't happen. I'm just saying that what we saw was not in line with the story that we heard.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. So apparently the cops came and she filed for an order of protection.
Okay, Kale.
I know. And the cops served him when he was with Addie.
Okay, but he's an absentee parent. He's never with Addie. Addie is always with her grandmother.
Unless the cops are serving him papers.
But isn't that funny? He's an absentee parent, but yet the second he gets served, he just happened to be with Addie.
Right. Well,
Okay.
Leah's lips need an order of protection.
Tracey, her outfits now? What era is
Business
she
ca-
in? She's in her real estate era, I
Yeah,
guess.
she's business casual.
But it's like, how can you be comfortable in a
She's-
turtleneck and glasses all the time? What is this? These extensions
What? No
that are
good?
just getting
It's like,
longer and
you know what I
plasticier?
like? I like when you pair lip fillers with an overline.
Oh, that's like Sophie on 90 Day too.
Oh.
Wait until you watch this episode. I'm 20 minutes in.
Oh no.
I've never her lips are overlined to her nose.
Great. I love a good chocolate pudding lining.
Yes. Yes.
Great. All right. So Addie says that she totally understands. So Leah's like, I need to explain to you what
Yeah.
happened. She's like, yeah, save me. I understand what's happening.
Also,
And-
she's like, can you push my bed against the wall? I'm tired of all this wasted space with a catty cornered bed in my bedroom.
That
I'm looking
was
at her bed and it's like, where is you could use the space.
Addie did take her to court for that.
I would take her to court too. I would also be like, can we not have my room bright blue? I'm scared in the middle of the night.
Well, Addie says that she understands. And then Leah goes, Addie blamed me. What?
Not from what I saw.
I'm like, wait, what? And then Leah goes, quote, about court. And I guess, I
Mhm.
just wanted to stop. But I think she was talking about her lip injections.
I don't think she wants it to stop. You want it to stop,
The
not
lip
Leah.
injections. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
She was so scared the night that it happened. She had to sleep in bed with her daughters. See, that's where she gets me. What the hell? You were so scared of Jeremy that night
Germ?
that you had to sleep
Why?
in
Because
bed
he
with
was
your
leaning
daughters?
at your job.
What? Okay. Here's the thing, right? What is Curly gonna do to him? Tell me. If this guy breaks in the house, she's gonna run him over with her wheelchair. Like, what is gonna happen exactly?
Curly could probably take him.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
What's gonna happen? I don't know. I mean, maybe we don't. She might know something we don't know. I don't know.
Here's
but
the
also
thing.
like
I didn't see. I bet he came in drunk. I'm sure he came in drunk and maybe like a little belligerent, but it just didn't seem like he was like flailing.
there was literally not a flail.
Yeah. And it's like, I bet his girlfriend's a bitch. His girlfriend, she was like, his girlfriend doesn't trust me. That was the other issue. And she's like, I don't even know you. And it's like, but you have trust issues, right? You don't trust anybody anyway.
I thought you
So,
were so closed off.
yeah, you're so closed off.
You're so closed off. All right. So she's talking on the phone with Victoria on the way to court. I just wanted to stop. I want my lip injections to stop.
No, that's what Tracy's saying.
Okay. Leah is wearing these glasses. And it makes her look like she has on glasses from a magic shop
Yes.
that have the fake nose on.
googly eyes too.
What is this look?
Do you
What
know
happened to her nose? I know that you think it's the same nose. Maybe it's just because she got so thin.
Oh, she didn't get a nose job. It's because she got so thin and she got fillers and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
Yeah,
like what?
it's reshaped her nose. Her face, honestly, it looks like a witch face to me. That's what I
Yes.
see when I see her face.
It's what she's done to it too. She never looked like that before.
No, I will say I like her better brunette than she was
Yeah.
blonde.
Yes.
And I could deal with the extensions. I think blonde extensions are worse than brown extensions. I don't know
Yes.
why.
No, they just are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just are. Like
So
Heather
she-
Gray is the better of the sweatshirts.
Heather Gray's
Brown is
always the best of
right.
the
Brown is the
sweatshirts.
better
best
of the
yes.
extensions.
Of the extensions. Agreed. So she said that she finally feels safe because she got 180 days of no contact with Jeremy. That's the order she got. She finally feels safe. Now, I
Mhm.
have another problem.
What? Tell me.
Addie gets in the car from school and
Mhm.
goes, "Hey, when are you going to court with my dad?" And she goes, "You are not going to be a part of our court." She
Right.
goes, "I was not asking to be a part
Mhm.
of your court. As
Right.
much as this sounds so fun,
Right.
I'm asking you what's going on with my father."
Right.
And
But now you suddenly don't want to tell her anything.
you had to sit her down.
Right. You had to sit her down in her catty cornered bed. But now
Now you have a
want to tell
problem.
her. Uh-huh.
Okay.
And
Also, she said "I love you" to Addie when she was sitting on the catty corner bed. Addie was
Uh-huh.
not interested. She said "I love you" to Addie in the car. Addie's like, "No, thank you. Next."
It's like, I hate to be this person. I hate to be this person. I don't think Leah wants to be with Jeremy. Jeremy has a girlfriend and Leah doesn't like it. I'm sure that that's part of it too.
Yeah, maybe, but also like, don't come to my job with your girlfriend. This is so stupid.
Oh, if you have a problem with me, come talk to me. Don't bring your fucking girlfriend with you. Don't bring your lap dog with you. Because the girlfriend was the only one kind of yapping a little bit. But also, Leah, grow a pair.
Yeah,
You know what I
seriously.
mean? Like, come on. She's like, oh, I was so terrified for my life. Grow a pair.
Well, you know what makes me really happy?
What?
Going to get smoothies with my best friend Noelle.
Mm.
This episode is sponsored by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Tropical Smoothie Cafe believes that you deserve a getaway every day, not just once a year. And summer mocktail smoothies are here for a limited time at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Mocktail hour on the pool deck is a sip away. Nothing says summer like a tropical mocktail smoothie. Fan favorites Island Punch, Mango Berry Cosmo, and Watermelon Mojito smoothies are on deck at Tropical Smoothie Cafe for a limited time. Does it get more refreshing than that, Noelle?
No.
I want to try every single one of them.
Okay, me too, because I look
Should
at their
we get a
menu
flight?
obsessively. Is that do they have a flight?
I don't know. Let's just get every one of them.
I could do that. Like a small though. I don't know how much I can fit
We'll
inside
get
of
a
me.
small, but then
Let's
we'll
get
get
a
like
small of each one.
we'll get
So
like
we'll get a
small.
small cup and
Yes.
split them.
Yes.
Yeah, we can make our own flights.
Let's do it. Join Tropical Smoothie Cafe for a pineapple, mango, and watermelon soiree all summer long. Grab a refreshing Island Punch, Mango Berry Cosmo, and Watermelon Mojito mocktail smoothie and meet us poolside. So we have Island Punch smoothie, peach, guava, passion fruit, mango, and pineapple. A Mango Berry Cosmo smoothie, mango, strawberries, cranberry, and lime. And a Watermelon Mojito smoothie, watermelon, mint, strawberries, and lime.
Yum. You know that's up my alley.
It's up my alley too. You're on Tropic Time now.
That's my favorite time.
Let's talk about Mackenzie.
Okay, let's talk about Mackenzie.
This
I
is
have
a
some
weird.
thoughts.
This is weird.
Yeah, I have thoughts on this too.
Okay, so her and Cassano have been together for a year, and now she wants to have a baby.
Okay. But they've been talking about having a baby since very, 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 very early in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Why
It's still very early in the relationship.
Here's the thing. You've been together for a year. You don't even know each other. You don't even know each other.
Can you not have a baby with everyone you date?
Oh, tell that to Kayla on Teen
I
Mom
mean, to
too,
everyone.
right.
To
But
everyone.
It's like, here's the thing. I will say Mackenzie fine. I really think that she thought because of her upbringing, she would
Yeah.
never divorce Josh.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, honestly, I think she probably didn't believe in birth control either. So
Yeah.
that's why she had 3 kids with him.
Sure.
And that's why she wound up getting her tubes tied also.
Sure.
But it's
'Cause
like,
she's like, oh, I can't do this anymore.
right. But it's also like, so you want to reverse your tubes tied? And I mean, you've had a high risk pregnancy for a guy that say very early. So maybe after 3 months in the relationship, you're already thinking about this. That's mental illness.
Yeah. Of course, this is mental illness.
But I do like Cassano so much. I think
I
he's
do too.
great, but you don't know him.
You don't know him. You're only 30.
Yeah.
Okay, so she meets up with Jordan and Chelsea, her friends. And she said that he doesn't want to get married, but he wants to have a baby.
Mm. See, here's the thing. That's a red flag to me.
Oh, you think?
I know I'm not someone who believes you have to get married to have kids. but he can commit to you enough to having kids and not
Right.
to marry you. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So she said that she has her tube side. She needs them
Right.
reversed.
Right. I
Why
didn't
can't
even know
you?
you could reverse that.
Of course you can, but why wouldn't you just do IVF?
Right.
I mean, that's also what you could do.
I mean,
So
adopt. I don't know.
1 year,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna surprise her with, according to her kids, either a ring, a
Uh-huh.
baby. I don't know how you surprise someone with a baby. That is
Yeah.
terrifying. Because
Yeah,
if you
that's
ever
weird.
surprise me with a baby, I'm out.
I know,
Or
seriously.
milk duds.
Here's the thing. That is the lesser of the candies, milk duds. I lost my last baby tooth with the milk dud too. I had a bad time. It was like
Sorry.
my
I'm so
fang
sorry.
tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, or an incisor, if you will. But I really just don't like milk duds. Like that is not in my top 5 of
I
candy.
know. Also, I will say there is a lot of sugar centric things happening in this episode, considering she has diabetes.
I know. Mhm.
Just saying. All right. So she's wearing her mom's bracelets for this 1 year anniversary dinner. Now, who's watching the kids? They're watching each other?
Yeah, they're watching each other. Here's the thing, right? I like that they give them these rules,
Uh-huh.
but then they're like, okay, and then don't call us.
Okay. That is what I would tell my kids
Yeah,
as
I
well.
like that
I'd be like,
too.
here's the thing.
Mhm.
Battle it out.
Right. She's like, don't call us because we're having fun without you.
If you're hungry, eat the youngest and the weakest.
Right.
Goodbye forever. Leave us alone. That's what I
it.
would
Leave us
tell
alone.
them.
But is it like Gannon like 13 now or something?
I don't know, man. I don't know if I would. It would be different if if her daughter was older.
Why?
I feel like girls are more responsible and more
I
mature.
don't know. I think a preteen boy is perfectly capable of watching the kids. It's not like they're babies. That's
I
what
know.
it
I
is.
guess. All right. So
I think if they were babies, I would be like, hell no.
so the surprise is they get to the restaurant and there's a picture of her and her mom on the table. Now,
Mhm.
I am definitely surprised.
Tracy, if Matt takes me for an anniversary dinner and there's a
And
picture
your
of my dead dad on the table,
No good?
do you want me to burst into flames? What are you doing?
What? No
It's
good?
like,
I thought it'd be fun.
you know, there are some people who like they have to incorporate the death of someone close to them in
Always.
everything.
Everything.
What
I
does
can't
that
do
have to
it.
do with your anniversary?
Stop.
You didn't even know her.
Stop. You didn't go here.
Yeah, right.
Stop.
It's weird to me. So I have to sit looking at a
Okay,
picture
but
of my dead
she's
mom.
there the whole time.
She's there the whole time. And here's the thing. It ain't like it's a young, happy picture of my mom.
Here's a picture of your mom dying of cancer. Would you like
Yes.
to be reminded of it every time you eat a scallop?
Yeah, right. Would you like to feel sick to your stomach from those scallops?
Well, guess what?
What
Not only are you going to get
the
food poisoning,
hell?
you're going to watch your mom die
Yeah.
slowly. I actually put together a time-lapse
A
video
compilation video.
of her getting thinner and thinner and thinner until her body just gives out at the end. And that's when I pop the question.
Right. It's like, dead mom, will you marry me?
Great.
This is weird.
Okay, so Bronx apparently, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure your youngest son was like, when are you and Cassandra
Yeah,
gonna have
I
a
know.
baby?
Give me a break.
And she's like, well, I'm 30. I hope my divorce is final soon. Okay, can we let the ink dry on the freaking divorce papers?
But that's what I mean. What's the
wrong
rush?
with these people?
30. I mean, here's the thing. It's like, yeah, I wish I was 30. I feel too young to have a child at 43 years old.
I will
Maybe
never
if I had
be
an extra
older.
10 years, I might feel different.
I don't know if I
But
would.
but I'm saying like, girl, you're not even close to aging out.
Also, they don't want to operate on a diabetic.
Right.
So you want to get an extra surgery instead of IVF. But
Right.
also stop. Just stop.
Just stop.
He said that he wants to be with her 100%. And even if she can't have a baby, he wants to be with her forever. I'd be like, well, I can't have a baby because I got my tubes tied.
That's the thing. I actually can have a baby because I have my tubes tied. So good. You'll be with me forever.
Yes. Great. Now that that's settled, let's move on.
Yes.
All right. Moving on to Janelle.
Okay.
All right. So long story short, we get to see the high video.
Yeah.
We get to see the feathers in the hair video. And then she ended up gaining custody of my son. Gaining custody. You had to sign him over.
Okay. When she writes that, she goes, my mom ended up gaining custody of Jace. You signed Jace over to your mom.
Yeah.
Fully. Then you decided to have Kaiser.
Yeah.
Still without having Jace.
Uh-huh.
Then you decided to have Ensley. Still without having Jace.
See.
Now that Jace is a late in life teenager,
Now that Jace is 25,
right
he
now you
stops
have
by once
custody
in a
of
while
him.
and you're like, I have full custody of him. It's like, no, you don't have full custody of
I
him.
know.
Okay.
She really pisses me off.
Janelle dresses like she is going to court all the time. It's either she's inside or she's at court.
Yeah, but I think honestly, I think she dressed like that almost to prove something to us.
Yeah,
I
she's
do.
business
Like she was
casual.
trying to look mature.
She's like, I'm a businessman.
Right. I'm a businessman.
So she wants to move. So she meets up with Brianna, and Janelle's like, yeah, my kids are home with the babysitter. Who's the babysitter?
What babysitter is staying for your vacation there? You have a
Your
vacation
babysitter?
babysitter? Who is that?
She's like, yeah,
Honestly,
anyway,
it was probably Tori.
maybe. She's like, yeah, anyway, Jace ran away a few times, and then he ended up at the hospital because that's where you end up when you run away.
And she's like,
What?
and then Jay said that he goes, Jace is like, David
Yeah,
strangled me.
Jace is like, David strangled me.
Right, but that's
No,
what didn't
what?
she say it like she didn't believe
Yes.
it?
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's Jace. Instead of saying David
strangled.
assaulted,
Yeah, right.
She's like, and then Jace is all like, oh, he strangled me.
Right. And it's like, this is why I hate you.
Yeah,
This is
so
why.
she said that David has criminal charges, and David. Okay, so then Brianna goes,
Mm-hmm.
David never hit you ever, and she's like, nope, except for the collarbone incident.
Which I totally forgot about.
And she's like, yeah, he pinned me down.
Uh-huh.
He did like a like she was getting arrested.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And he crushed her basically.
Right. And she's like, anyway, I want to look at houses. My manager friend August lives in Las Vegas. So I'll look at one house here and then I'll just move to Vegas.
Right. You're going to move to Vegas anyway. Here's the thing on social media. She's apparently she was looking to move to Las Vegas to be closer to Nathan for Kaiser.
Yes, I remember this.
Not true. Not true.
Right.
You're doing it for August. Also, Brianna's being very nice to her.
I know. Well, she's like, listen, I could look at this house in Orlando or I could just move to Vegas anyway.
Right.
And waste your time 2024. And then I could start a pot business and then like, merch.
It's like merch. I don't want your pot. I don't want Janelle Evans' pot. I have news for you.
Or her merch.
Or her merch.
So she FaceTimes with Jace. She pretends that Jace has a tattoo. He drew a cross on his hand. Probably.
I know. What's that? What's that? Oh, you suddenly give a shit. You know, you wouldn't even know if he had a tattoo.
She's like, oh, what's going on with George or Jorge? Is Jorge the babysitter?
I think so.
Thought they asked Jorge.
I don't know. Also, he had on a Sublime shirt. Go you.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And he's my soulmate.
Uh-huh.
So she's like, yeah, me and August get really flirty, but like he knows that I don't want anything right now. And Brianna's like, that's exactly what you need.
You're already in a relationship with him.
Right. So she's like, yeah, he's like I looked at one house in Orlando for the cameras and then like he's just gonna find me my house in Vegas.
Yeah, she was like, oh, he's looking for houses for me. Look, he sent a video.
Great.
And Brianna's like, listen, Janelle, you don't need a house that big. You're a single mom, basically. And teen mom ain't gonna last for you. So don't rely on this money.
Moving on to Amber. Okay, again, this is confusing too, but we're gonna talk it out.
Amber's part confused me, not really Gary's part.
Okay, so Leah had Amber had texted Leah,
right?
Not apologizing,
and so Leah didn't answer her.
Right. So Gary and Leah decide that they want to suck it up and they want to go see James.
Also, Leah and Christina are holding hands on the couch.
I love that.
They're just holding hands, and Christina's rubbing her hand because Leah's upset talking about Amber.
Of course.
And I'm like, yeah, I want Christina to be my mom.
Me too. Christina's my mom.
Yeah. Okay. And so it is.
That's it. Here we are. And here we are. Look at that.
And here we are.
So Amber has James for 3 to 4 days. So Gary texts her and he's like, hey, what's a good day for us to all come over and see James?
Good for Gary.
Yup. So
also, is he a cop anymore?
He was like an auxiliary cop, not a real cop.
But like he's not, right?
He's like a volunteer.
Yeah.
Okay. So new Gary Runaway.
Yeah.
Met James, aka Bubby.
Okay, I can't tell you how much it bothers me that she calls him Bubby.
So new Gary met James, and she's like, and I asked him what he thought, and he was like, yeah, he's fine. And I'm like, oh my god,
wow.
What? You asked a 1-year-old what he thought of.
How old is James now? Who knows?
No way to know.
I still think he's like a newborn.
Yeah, he's 6 months old, and he
was
like,
pissing all over that house years ago.
She's like, pee in your diaper if you like Gary. He's like, well, here we are. All right. So now she's talking to her friend Lexi about this.
Yeah, this is her pretend friend.
Welcome, Lexi. She did not bring James to see Leah. She's like, yeah, I said like maybe I'll bring him over, and then like
And
I
it
just
didn't work
didn't.
out.
It didn't work out. So she's like, well, here's the other thing. She's like, Leah didn't even try to come. She didn't even try to do anything. She's like, and Bubby's been in my life more than Leah, and he lives in California. So go figure.
Yeah, she's trying to say Gary and Christina are keeping Leah from her. Leah is keeping herself from her.
Right. But also Leah wanted to see James.
Yeah, but that's
and
the thing.
you
Uh-huh.
so you pretend you were mad because Leah didn't reach out directly.
I would have done anything to have my kids together like that, especially with one of my kids living in California. I would have been
Yeah.
like, Leah, come stay here for a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my kid would be living with me. I wouldn't even
Right.
be in
But
Amber's
also,
situation.
Gary and Christina would have been like, Amber, come stay with us.
Yeah. Or they would have been like, okay, we'll come over. You come over. Let's spend the whole time. Because remember, the visitation was always at Gary's
Yep.
house.
Yep.
So of
it
course
was.
they want to see James.
Oh,
She is
so
an asshole and a
she
half.
blames Leah and gets mad.
Mhm.
She's like, yeah, well, she hurt my feelings. Oh my
Okay.
God.
Let's blame your own daughter. I really, of all the teen moms, she's probably the worst. Janelle
Yeah.
is definitely on her level,
Yeah.
but there is nobody like Amber.
There's nobody
She
like
is
Amber.
a shipper. You know what? Say what you will about Farrah Abraham. Her daughter loves her.
Yeah.
And she's
guess
actually
what?
really nice to her daughter.
Nobody beats the Wiz.
Nobody beats the Wiz. Nobody
Wow.
beats the Wiz.
Good
Wow,
song.
I remember that.
Speaking of the Wiz, let's talk about Kate and Ty.
I have so much to say too.
Okay. So Nick texts Kate.
Baby Nick.
Baby Nick is like goo goo gaga,
Mhm.
mommy breathing tube. Okay. April couldn't breathe. She went to the hospital.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, she's on a breathing machine. A breathing?
Okay, is that mean a ventilator? No, I think she meant oxygen. Yeah, I think she meant oxygen.
6 minutes now, breathing machine, brain not feel right. The look on her is killing me. Sorry.
Oh, good. That's a COVID song?
That's no, it's a No Effects song about dying from an overdose.
We were just talking about No
Yeah.
Effects today in the car.
We were.
Yeah, how
It's
funny.
called Whoops, I OD'd.
Oh, good. Good. I know a few people who would sing that song.
Oops.
Uh-huh.
All right. So he's like, hey, Nova, grandma's dead. Wait, just
Okay.
kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Grandma's like, okay, but like also dead.
As soon as Nova gets in the car, she says it. She doesn't even say hi. She can't wait. She's chomping at the bit to
She
traumatize
is-
this child.
She's like, grandma's dead. She's
What the
dead. She died
fuck
a
is
terrible,
wrong with
terrible,
you?
terrible death. And she's like, and Nova's like, whoa. And she's like, oh, just kidding. Like, she's just like dying a little bit.
Why are you doing this? What is wrong with you?
She's like, anyway, you should probably call her because she's dead. Okay.
Tracey, all these people do is talk about trauma, trigger, trauma, boundaries. You think it's okay to traumatize your child like that?
Wait until Tyler sees what she did.
I know. 'Cause
She's gonna
Tyler
be
is
in
not like that.
big trouble.
She was chomping at the bit to tell her.
She was chomping at her fingers to tell her.
Bleh. Yes.
She eats her fingers about it.
Yep.
And she's like, yeah, call grandma. I mean, she's dead, but like you can try.
Oh my God. Poor Nova. I wrote poor Nina. Poor Nova.
Poor Nina too, though.
Yeah, poor Nina.
Also, the other kids just not
They don't exist anymore.
okay. Cool. They're like,
Uh-uh.
whatever. We got this is the one we're gonna actually keep.
Yeah.
Brandon
we'll
and Teresa
actually
have the other
really-
ones.
Yeah. Bye.
They're like, do you like religion and cults?
And they're like, Raya's like,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. She's like, say no more, fam.
like,
All right. So she makes plans. Nova makes plans to meet April at a restaurant. She's like, should I text Nick and tell him to come to a restaurant with our whole family, with
I
you
know.
and mommy and daddy and Brandon and Teresa and Carly?
Here's the thing. If it made my kid happy, I'll go to lunch with whoever you
Of
want.
course. So they're like, oh, Nova, you have to go alone. Remember we told you grandma wasn't safe?
Right.
Bye.
Somebody posted in the group. They were like, bye, Nova. Hopefully grandma doesn't take a bath this time.
Oh God, if you guys want to join our amazing group,
Oh.
Teen Mom Trash Talk Podcast listeners on Facebook, the password again is besties, BESTIES. Make sure you answer all of the questions, and you too can get hot takes like that.
God, I thought that was so funny.
That is so funny. Oh God. Okay. So they tell Nova she's going alone. Nova's like, wait, what?
Yeah. I
You
didn't-
said
Yep.
make plans with grandma to go to lunch.
Right. So that's what I did.
And they're like, listen, Nova, do you know what the bus is?
Do you know what a Metro card is?
Do you know what the New York City subway system is
Oh,
like?
oh
Do you think that
man.
you could navigate it, Nova?
Pretty much.
Okay. Nova is so she really wanted. She's like, I thought we could be all together like a family, and they're like, no, you're gonna watch Grandma die alone.
Her brain explodes when she's like, Nicholas is coming too. Everyone's answering me.
I know she's like, the answer to okay. Obviously, she got Tyler's personality.
Yeah. She's silly.
And then she goes, I miss Grandma so friggin' much. Okay, so they drop Nova. Well, Kate drops Nova off with Nick, April, and a new grandpa.
Kate's like, she's there. Get the fuck out of the car. She's like, get out of the car. Get out
Get
of
out of the car, right
Oh.
into the traffic. You get out into, and she's like, wait, Mom, I'm not even on the side of the sidewalk. She
Right.
goes, what?
Mom, I'm
Get the
still in my booster seat.
If you're in a booster seat, you're too young to go alone.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't even get the kid out of the car. You don't want to see your mom so much. You want your kid to be a pancake in the street.
She's like, whatever, we'll just have another one. We did that before.
What the hell?
Okay. Kate does not say hi or anything and then calls
No.
Tyler. And Tyler's like, hey, man,
Right.
you could act like a human being
Yeah.
and also not want to talk to your mom.
Yes.
Two things can be true at once. He's like, say hello to her,
Yeah.
say I love you, get your kid, and stop.
Right.
So then when April drops her back off at the salt van,
Mhm.
I mean, would they go on safari with this
I
van?
know. I'm telling you, it's very weird. It's a
'Cause I
salt
gotta tell
van. It
you,
really is a
here's the thing.
salt van.
You know, after it snows in New York City and like everyone has salt all over their car.
Yeah.
April's car was fine.
Right. This is Kate. This is Kate's laziness.
Kate went on safari.
Yeah.
Kate was driving the magic school bus through someone's
Oh,
intestines.
that's so funny. She really was.
It was Miss Frizzling through my colon.
Here's the thing, right? I actually really don't like Kate at all. And I heard some stuff about her recently. I actually heard that she is really mean, that she's like a super bitch to people. And it's like, yeah, but like everyone thinks like Amber's a bitch and Amber's like really nice. And
No,
it's
because Amber's that weird fake nice of
Yeah.
the crazy people.
Yes.
Kate's just mean.
So apparently Kate is really mean. And so, you know everything that's going on with Amber, right? With like her boyfriend, Gary. He was
Yeah, he
missing,
ran
blah,
away.
blah. So now, Kate insinuated herself and she was just like, Amber wouldn't do anything. MTV wanted her to film it. She like
Yeah.
was like talking to everyone who would listen. And then apparently she was like calling her mom and she was like, April, I guess they're talking again. She's like, I don't know why the press keeps talking about me. They just keep like bringing me up. The press? You mean Teen Mom Shade Room and Teen Mom Trash Talk?
You mean our podcast?
Right. Teen Mom fans, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you
What
mean
is it?
us? Like, I don't know why
What,
the
the
press keeps
Ashley?
talking
The
about
press?
me. Right.
Yeah.
The press.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I think it's the New York Times that got
Oh,
into you.
God. I really can't stand her.
Oh, man. It was the Daily
Yeah.
Sun.
It's right. The U.S. Sun, actually.
Okay. So she drops her off at the salt van.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
Kate's like, oh, hey, Mom, how do you feel? And she's like, oh, hi, I love you. I miss you. Let's talk
Like,
soon.
can I
And
have a
she's like,
hug?
yeah. And then she's like, oh, okay. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, right. You could be a normal person. Right.
Well, so that's the thing. It's like you didn't even say one word to your mom. Your mom was in the hospital. You can't even be like,
You
"How do
threw your
feel?"
kid in the street.
She was like, get out, get out, get out.
Nova's like, I'm scared. She's like, get the shut the fuck
Like, I can't
up.
even cross the street. I don't even have to tie my shoelaces.
I'm in a car seat. I
Well,
can't even. Can you unbuckle my car seat?
You make me wear these sports bras everywhere now. I'm very cold.
I can't wear a full shirt because Daddy got touched. Great. Thanks, guys.
I can't wear a full shirt. I can't even get out of my booster seat.
Yeah, I have to FaceTime my grandma. I'm
Oh
talking
my
to my
God.
baby uncle.
On my tablet, no less.
They're like, it's your tablet. You could call whoever you want. She's like, well, I'm going to call my boyfriend and I'm going to move to Kansas. And they're like, hey,
Nick
if
is
that's your prerogative.
Nick is a toddler still.
Nick is a toddler.
Nick is a toddler. He has a mullet and he's a toddler.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Tracey, I don't know what's going to happen. I know that next week we're finally going to hear about Roxanne's methadone journey, which I am just
know.
obsessed
You've
with
been dying
because
for this.
I mean, this is the 4th episode. It's weird because it's like we still haven't even seen Macy,
Well,
you know?
nothing's happening with Macy. But I want to see Ryan.
I really want to see Ryan. Also, today, Father's Day, Mackenzie basically posted a meme. Ryan Edwards' wife, Mackenzie, posted a meme like about kids being neglected. Oh, about how single moms do both jobs. And then
Okay.
Ryan's girlfriend posted a meme like, oh, isn't it terrible when dads can't see their kids on holidays because the moms are mad that the dads have a new girlfriend?
Yeah.
And it's like, shots
Yeah.
fired.
Truth.
Yeah, here's the thing. Macy really likes his new girlfriend. I think that she's better than Mackenzie. I just do.
I mean,
Ryan
who's
actually
not better
seems to
than
be,
Mackenzie?
but Ryan seems to be doing really well.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well, you know what you could do?
What?
You could talk about it with us in our group, Teen Mom
Mhm.
Trash Talk,
Mhm.
podcast listeners on Facebook. You could follow us, Teen Mom Podcast on Twitter, Teen Mom Trash Talk on Instagram, Teen Mom Podcast on Facebook too. You could just like our page because Noelle posts amazing things there as well.
I do.
You can follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. If you're listening to this on audio and you want to see us on video, go to YouTube Trash Talk Podcast, Trash Talk Podcast on TikTok, and TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything podcast related. Leave us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on. And TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming stand-up comedy tour dates and everything podcast related.
Bye forever.
Goodbye forever.